ago, setting shows that sail across the foam. He felt a fortune he would make before returning home. One short year checking his wealth, and he said sail away. And as the boy stepped into part, for Joe could only say, she's my love to Nellie, she's my love to Nellie, Jack and kiss her.
Reasons why you hate Dan living where he does.
What are they?
Yeah, what are they?
Yeah.
Let's list them off, 1 to 10.
No, not really.
No.
It'd be nice if he was closer, but probably not for him though.
No, I'm close enough.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I see. I didn't even know anybody knew about it, but I started a group, Ralph and Thelma, and Uncle Rick posted a picture of Grandpa because it's his birthday today. Grandpa Ralph.
That's what I was gonna say
Yeah,
to you this morning. Wasn't it your dad's birthday?
yep, today is Dad's
Yeah,
birthday.
March 21st.
Maybe that's why I was dreaming about him last night.
Oh, you were?
Well, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah. Wow.
Interesting.
He was a nice guy, I think.
Yeah, yes, he was. Everybody really liked him in town.
Well, I liked him because he treated me really nice.
He seemed to know everybody in town. I don't know how.
What was Sharon?
And Sharon,
That's
Oh,
like
but
25
small
people.
I didn't know everybody in town.
I missed the last
Well, yeah, but you probably didn't go to town as much as he did.
I didn't go to the tavern.
No, that too.
Hello,
It's pretty.
everybody.
Hello.
So I posted a picture of Grandpa Butts on Facebook. I mean, on Canon Group on
Yeah, we
Facebook.
saw it already.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay. I had just posted it.
I have to go
Thanks
look
for
it up.
putting that up there.
Mm-hmm.
He's all decked out. I don't know what the occasion was. But
Yeah.
I don't think it was a wedding picture because you could see his pants didn't match his jacket. I don't know. So I don't know what that picture is. And then also it's, I don't know what farm that was at. So I was thinking about Dad or about the farm today, and I was thinking about the old pickup truck we used to have, Tom, that had the windshield that cranked out.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Was that an old Dodge?
37, well, there was a 37 Chevrolet.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah.
You
I was
got it
just thinking,
from,
I just remember sitting in there between you and Jerry, and you
I
cranked
think the
that.
47 did that too, didn't it?
I don't know.
No,
But you
I guess
just
not.
cranked the windshield out, and I thought, what in the world did they put a crank on the front on the windshield for? But
what they're
I guess if you were driving around in the field with it and it was a hot day, I suppose that helped a lot.
Oh, you drive down the road with it.
Combine that Dad bought,
Yeah.
and
My
Mom told
lawnmower
me,
cuts wider swaths than that did.
yeah, Mom told me that she didn't want Dad to buy that thing, but he was determined to have his own combine. It was what was it? A gas combine? It was self-propelled.
No,
Yeah, it was too.
it
Remember
had
how
a motor on it, but it was not self-propelled.
Oh, it wasn't
It
self-propelled.
was a-
It had that motor. And
look up International Combine 52R.
Jerry and Elaine used to have to ride on the back of the tractor and brush off the
Hulls.
the oats hulls that got on the radiator because it would overheat.
I did that some too.
Yeah, you did it some too. I never did. I was too little. They probably were afraid I was going to fall right under it.
That's how I got my leg caught and broke
Yeah.
the ankle.
Yeah, you were sitting up on the tractor fender when
No,
that
I
happened.
was kneeling on the axle,
Oh,
and it was going so slow that I,
You
like
start-
an idiot, was
you started.
rubbing my foot on the side of the tire,
You started.
and the
Didn't you?
lug caught it and put it up into the, bent it up into the between the fender and the tire, broke
Oh my
ankle.
gosh! Don't even want to think about that.
What that was like.
Oh, sure, slow, but still probably faster than a horse team.
It had a hume reel on it, which was good, but
Yeah,
that's it.
I remember when Dad finished combining that field. We went up by the town hall and took a right or a left. What was the name of that road?
Well, it was called the Beloit Road.
No,
I
Beloit
don't know.
Road. Anyway, I remember Dad when he finished combining a field, he was wearing a cowboy hat. He took his hat off and threw it up in the air. Now, what's with all these combines? Papa?
That's it. That's the 52R there.
Is it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ours, I don't think ours had that side thing on it. Huh.
The bench.
And they didn't have that bench, no.
No, it didn't have the thing on the top either, did it?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, it did. Okay. Well,
The
that
air
shows
cleaner
what.
wasn't up that high, and neither was the exhaust, I think, but. And the motor was, that's pretty old and decrepit.
And rusty and beat up.
So yeah, what's some other stories that you guys can think of Grandpa? Or just growing up?
Well, he brought you guys up little bicycles up to the farm in Spencer. So you guys had bikes to ride.
Yeah, that's what he did. Once he couldn't farm anymore, he started going around buying old bicycles and fixing them up. So
I think these were maybe even new ones, but
He went to, I don't think they were new, I think they were garage sale.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
he was going around the sales and buying bikes and putting them together. Well, I remember the year that Dad turned 50, because I remember they had 50 candles on his birthday cake. And I just remember the huge bonfire on the cake. But so that's one thing. You know how it is with your dad. You don't really pay much attention when you're growing up.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the day, speaking of all those bikes, I remember the day of his funeral that he had that tin shed full of bikes, and that's what people did in the morning. I think Grandma probably needed that to keep busy, pulled out all those bikes all over the yard and sorted them out.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think the bikes after he died, it cleaned out that garage, that little yard, that metal yard barn.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Yeah.
rid of.
Right, that storage shed thing. Yeah.
I do have a story that I never told anybody else here yet.
Uh-oh.
But do you remember, Rick, where they take a sandwich cookie and then hold it in his hand and go, Camille, come Peely, come Calamity Glue, come Irish Black Belgium, come Bill Bell, Becky Boo, take the cookie out and just take it apart.
Yeah.
Mealy, come Peely, come Calamity Glue, come Irish Black Belgium, come Bill Bell, Becky Boo. Well, some of those were cows' names and horses' names.
Oh, is that right?
That was his magic words.
Mhm. Speaking of magic, remember how he could hypnotize a chicken?
Yeah.
Well, But I suppose anybody could do that. You just take a chicken and you put your finger right up in front of its face.
By its eye.
Right by its eyes.
Right by the eye. Yeah.
I remember one time he yelled at you because you let the garden hose get frozen into the ice in front of the, it ran along in front of that driveway where the barn cleaner, where you back down into the barn cleaner. I remember he really got mad at you for that.
I would think it was the other way. It was around the end of the milk house, because the drain water came out there and it would freeze up, so then the water wouldn't run out of the milk house. So you turn the hose on and lay it there until the running water would melt the ice, and then the drain would open up. And if you didn't take the hose up, well, then the hose is going to freeze in there.
Dad was always working so hard. The only time we'd see him is if he'd be walking by and we would be playing baseball in the front yard, and he'd stop and say, "Let me hit a couple." And then he'd go off working again. So
we were working on the baler one day, and a traveling salesman come in, and the guy parked his car and got out and walked over and says, "The boss around?" Says, "Nope, he's in town making his belly bigger." So the guy got in his car and left.
Oh, remember Grandma and Grandpa coming up to visit, and we'd go into this guest bedroom, and Grampy be talking about his pet skunk, Rip Snorter. He's hiding underneath the bed.
Yep, I do.
No.
Yeah, we love that.
You like Rip Snorters.
Rip Snorter.
What room did we have him sleep in?
I thought it was the big room. Oh, but maybe the spare room by the head of the stairs, by the stairs.
Yep.
Yep, it was always gray, the gray room, right?
So today, Dad would have been 110 years old. He was born in
My
19.
dad would have been 121.
So your dad was born before the turn of the century?
No, he was born in 1900, so it was the turn of the century.
Oh, the turn. Oh, okay. Because Dad was born in 1911. So, yeah. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Oh, I'll tell you about Dad was the hired man for Mom's family, or for Grandma's family, for you guys. And he had his eye on Mom on Grandma for quite a while, and he tried to talk to her, and she said, am I loud enough, or?
Yep. You're
You look
good,
like
right?
you're straining. She said she wouldn't even talk to him. She wouldn't look at him. She wouldn't talk to him. She wasn't going to have anything to do with him. And one time they went to the Walworth County Fair, and her mom and dad invited Ralph along. And so he went along, and he showed her a pretty good time, and, won things for her at the carnival and all that. And she said after that, she told me this when she was living with Jerry. She said, after that, I thought he was a pretty good guy, and I let him be around me. So that's how that,
So
you know how it is. Those women, they decide if they want to have a guy around or not. If they don't like you, there's not much you can do about it. I'm
glad you told that story. So and I heard it that he took the job kind of to get closer to her.
Well, I'm not sure. Is that correct, Tom? Or
probably the King Farm.
Dad didn't share that with you.
Yeah, he was around the corner. The Grandma and Grandpa's farm was just around the corner. You were with, weren't you, Rick? When Jerry What?
Over by
Somebody went to the King
Saltbox?
Farm? Huh?
Over by Saltbox or where?
No, by Harvard.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I was along on that trip.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah, and
know,
Dad had
King-
seen Mom playing baseball.
yeah,
Isn't
that was
right?
just
Yeah.
down the road. I think he
Yeah.
took a job with Grandma and Grandpa so he could be close to her.
What do you think?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, he
Because
did. He did do that.
Mom said that he let her off last every time he took everybody home. Yeah.
What?
So,
Isn't there a story about them meeting and at a baseball game and she didn't like him? He did something.
well, he came along. The first time she saw him, he came along and said that he had a new nephew, and that was
Was
Ken
That was
Olson. I think that was the first time she saw him, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah, he
They
came
were
over.
playing a catch up, I mean, a softball at the schoolyard.
Yeah, just
after
a pickup game on a weekend or something.